Yep. 2-2. I'd have taken it if you'd offered me at the start of the game. I said we'd get beat here by Liverpool today, and one mistake changed that game. A first half where Man United didn't even register a shot, like not a shot, it's not a block shot, not a shot off target, nothing. Absolute zilcho. And it was looking at that at half time and talking about it at half time with people around me in the stands. It's like, I don't know how we get back into this game. It didn't look like there was a way back in it for United. But one thing I did say at half time, which played into our advantage, again similar to the FA Cup game, was that Liverpool just didn't take their chances. They were poor in front of goal again, and their fans will walk away from here today going, how, why does this keep happening? One thing you can say is that Liverpool don't like Old Trafford this season. Do you know what? Can we play Liverpool every week if they're going to give us that much opportunity? That's what it's like. It's like 3 games this season unbeaten against Liverpool. You'd think that we'd had an alright season, wouldn't you? Again, I said it at the start, I said it in the build-up to this game. Why are we getting ourselves up for just these big games at Old Trafford? Why can't we play with this intensity and fight and spirit in other games? You look at it, some will say, it's like you can be half full, you can be half empty with what it's been like after the international break. Like Brentford, disastrous. But some will say we showed the resilience to just stay in it, and we were in the lead. Same against Chelsea, we come back from the depths again. 2-0 down, we come back into it. But what a lot of people will say is, and it's not just them 3 games we're talking about here, we're talking about Manchester United's implosion, we're talking about Manchester United throwing the lead away in all 3 of them games. Like, when we get in front, we don't know how to play. It's clear every single time we get in front, we can't kill a game off. We just haven't got it in us. And then revert back to just dropping deep, trying to play safe, see a game out. We haven't got the team to do that. Our senior players today were absolutely atrocious. One thing I will say, I thought Bruno Fernandes was crap today. Absolutely shocking. But one thing you cannot argue with Bruno Fernandes is he wasn't scared to take on that 45-yard chip over the keeper when that moment came. Moments FC, we needed someone who wasn't afraid. Everything he did in the game up until that point might have put other players off, but he at least showed the character to actually take that shot on and bring us back into the game, and it changed the face of the game. Like, Liverpool just lost it again for that 20-minute spell in the second half. I said, will Bruno then have that positional discipline going out on the left when we made the substitutions? You could see him talking with Ten Hag. He wasn't happy about it. But do you know what? I kind of got put in my place by Bruno legging it back and clearing the ball away from Mo Salah when he was clear through on goal. That's what you get from Bruno. So when we're slagging off senior players, and yes, Bruno did a lot of wrong today, we have to balance it with what he did do good as well. And the same goes for the likes of Casemiro. Some tackles were good, some tackles were horrendous, his passing was shocking. And the big question is, again, like, why? When we call out our senior players and we need them in big games like this, are we relying on our younger players more than them? Like, what has happened to them? Bruno, Casemiro, Rashford today, without Bruno's moments, he'd have been in the same boat as Rashford and Casemiro, getting 3s and 4s out of 10 today. But Bruno always gives you that a little bit more at least, and at least he's got that desire. Casemiro, I feel, his career is just winding down at the moment. That's how it looks. He looks a yard off the pace. And you've got the likes of Kobbie Mainoo now coming through, who are outshining him, I think, in midfield, look more professional and composed than him in midfield. It's credit that we've got them players coming through, it is, but again, Manchester United senior players, what is it with them? Like, why are we not turning up? Why are we getting this lack of discipline? Why are we getting this lack of desire and effort? I mean, maybe not desire and effort, but still, the professionalism isn't there in it. It's like, you look at them and you go, what goes through your head when you make these decisions? We just talked to Andy then, and he's like, why is Wan-Bissaka making that tackle? He doesn't need to make that tackle. It's them individual moments, like Andy said a minute ago, like them moments when we're talking in the good are the moments when we're also looking at the bad. It goes both ways. United right now, we're stuck in, I don't know, it's stuck in like this merry-go-round of play some good games, play 4 or 5 bad games. It's just like, whenever we do anything good, we feel like it's not right and we have to counteract it with something bad. There's like an automatic bad bit to a good bit every single time. I don't get it. I don't know how he turns it around. Is it the players? Is it the players that are out there that are just not good enough to do what Ten Hag wants? Is there something else going on behind the scenes? Have we made it too easy for players at Manchester United that they can feel like they can do what they want, perform how they want, and still get on that pitch the week after? It's like right now, if the centre-backs fit for that game against Bournemouth, they're going to have to wait on the bench because Willie Camberwella came on today, and I don't want him out of that team right now after that performance. If he's going to play like that, I mean, composure, again, I've said this with Cobby, I've said this with Garnacho, sometimes Hoyland this season, composure beyond their years, maturity beyond their years. Like, there were moments when United had corners in the first half and he's just making a beeline straight for Van Dijk, getting underneath him. It's like, this is his first game at Old Trafford and he's coming up against a title-chasing Liverpool side and he's going right in on Virgil van Dijk. Like, it doesn't matter who he is. I'm playing for Man United. This is how we are at home. He's the one getting the crowd up, pumping his hands in the air to try and get the atmosphere going again because it was flat from the performance from them players in the first half. That player there deserves a spot in the side if he's got a chance, if he's fit for that game. It don't matter who else comes back or who else is available. Willie has to be in that team now alongside Maguire, who else I thought was all right today, Maguire. I didn't think he had a bad game again. Credit to him. Like, I don't want to single out players deliberately because of what they've played like before. I'm not that type of fan. Everybody knows that. So today my man of the match was Willie Camberwella, followed by Harry Maguire. Thought he was excellent. People will talk about Andre Onana, like me and Kaz just had a big conversation walking out there about him, like his discipline in passing, not discipline, sorry, wrong word. His passing, shocking. It's awful. Like, you talk about Bruno giving the ball away, Casemiro giving the ball away, any other player. Why is no one talking about Onana giving the ball away constantly? His saves that he made today were routine. I'm not going to give him any more praise than that for him. Yeah, he made the saves that he needed to make, nothing spectacular. We bought Andre Onana in to pass out from the back. That's what Erik ten Hag's words were. We can't do it. We can't do it with Onana. I just don't know. We need to work on things. The big point about that is, and bringing Onana into it, is the fact that you've got senior players who have been brought into this club to do a certain role that are just not doing it. So what are we doing on the training ground? Who is to blame for all of this? Is it the coaching? Is it Ten Hag? Is it the fitness team? There's a lot of questions. And again, games like this give you no answers. We are sort of neither full or half empty coming out of this game here today. All we know is that we're taking points off Liverpool. We've ruined their chance. We dinted their chance. And that's all we're holding on to. I'm not going to be a fan that jumps around and celebrates because we've stopped Liverpool winning something. This is Man United. We need to be looking at more. And again, about 20 minutes of that game today, we competed with them. That's not good enough. I'm not standing here and I'm not going to accept that we have to write off one half of football because we were outclassed by Liverpool. I'm not accepting that. We need more. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments in below. Cheers for watching, everybody.